Some acting debuts are so extraordinary, they change Hollywood forever. In this video, we'll meet 5 amazing actresses who won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress or Actress right from their very first or early roles. 1. Marlee Matlin, Children of a Lesser God, 1986. Marlee Matlin became a legend from her very first step into cinema. In Children of a Lesser God, she played Sarah, a strong and independent deaf woman. Without uttering a single spoken line, every expression and movement of hers touched the hearts of the audience. Matlin was not just a deaf actress playing a deaf character. She broke barriers and turned the role into a voice for an entire community. And then the unimaginable happened. At just 21 years old in her debut role, she won the Oscar for Best Actress, the youngest and first deaf performer to ever achieve this. Marlee didn't just act, she lived in every frame. From the determined gaze when confronting James to the painful gestures of hurt, she needed no sound to convey emotion. Every moment was like a silent symphony filled with weight and meaning. That is true cinema, where the audience forgets they are watching a film and instead witnesses life itself. Matlin's acting brilliance came not from technique, but from sincerity and instinct. That is the power that makes the audience cry, not out of pity, but understanding. Sarah didn't need saving, she just needed to be heard, and Matlin did that with her whole soul. And as Marlee's silent gestures still resonate, the screen welcomes another woman, this time a Bronx mother full of emotion and life. 2. Mercedes Ruehl, The Fisher King, 1991. Mercedes Ruehl was not a big name in Hollywood in the early 90s until she appeared in The Fisher King, playing Anne, a passionate yet suffering woman desperately trying to hold on to love in a chaotic relationship. Ruehl made viewers both laugh and ache. She didn't rely on drama, but expressed emotion through her eyes and warm voice. That performance earned her the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, proving that sometimes simple empathy is what touches the heart the most. Anne is the kind of supporting character easy to overlook, but Ruehl turned her into the emotional core of the film. She wasn't glamorous or overly dramatic, but every time she appeared, the audience wanted to listen. Ruehl made people feel Anne was family, a lover, a part of real life. What's special about Mercedes is she brought a raw reality. Anne smiled, but it was a smile hardened by disappointment. She loved but feared pain. And though not the lead, Anne was the soul of The Fisher King. That's why the Oscar was not just an award. It was recognition of an ordinary woman in a seemingly small but surprisingly grand role. And as Anne's bittersweet smile fades, the spotlight shifts to a young girl of only 11 years old who stunned the world. 3. Anna Paquin, The Piano, 1993. Anna Paquin was only 11 when she starred in The Piano, yet she delivered an emotional depth few adult actors achieve. Playing Flora, the intermediary daughter between her mute mother and a harsh world, Anna was both innocent and sharp. Scenes of her screaming, resisting, then silently observing were proof of her instinctive inner expression. This role didn't just amaze critics, it made Anna the second youngest Oscar winner for Best Supporting Actress. Flora's a child, yet the character connects the entire story. Through her eyes, the audience sees the conflict between love, betrayal, and the desire for freedom. Anna didn't speak much, but every screen moment captured the audience. There was something so real, so painful, and so profound in her portrayal. No one expected an 11-year-old to understand such complex adult emotions, but Anna did, not with technique, but with instinct and heart. Flora's tears were not acting. They were genuine heartbreak. That's why the audience can never forget her. And as the childlike gaze closes, we return to a powerful singing debut on screen, unforgettable and explosive. 4. Jennifer Hudson, Dreamgirls, 2006. From a non-winning contestant on American Idol, Jennifer Hudson stepped onto the big screen and made history. In Dreamgirls, she became Effie White, a singer abandoned but never losing faith in herself. The scene where she sings, "And I am telling you I'm not going," singing, crying, screaming the pain of betrayal, became one of the most iconic cinematic moments of the 21st century. This was Hudson's first role, and she immediately won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, a spectacular comeback for all doubters. Effie was more than a role. She was a storm of emotion. Jennifer poured all her pain, hope, and pride into every note. She didn't just tell the character's story, she told her own, from rejection to victory. This moved and earned the respect of viewers. Jennifer brought undeniable authenticity. She made the audience cry, not because of singing skills, but because of the pain in every word. That's why the Oscar was no luck. It was the justice of emotion. When Effie's voice echoes in the hearts of viewers, the stage lights shift to another young woman, carrying wounds even more brutal than music. 5. Lupita Nyong'o, 12 Years a Slave, 2013. As Patsy, a young slave suffering both physical and mental torture, Lupita Nyong'o left an unforgettable mark. Though her debut role, she portrayed pain, hope, and despair through just her eyes and subtle gestures. The scene where Patsy begs for death as a release from unbearable pain silenced the entire theater. This role earned Lupita the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress and launched an admired career. Patsy was not merely a victim, she symbolized endurance and dignity amid earthly hell. Thanks to Lupita, pain that seemed unspeakable was given form and voice. Lupita didn't play Patsy, she became Patsy. Tears, trembles, fearful looks, all were chillingly real. She made no compromises in portraying the character. It was raw, brave, and relentless acting. She made the audience hurt, but that pain was necessary, so we do not forget history to better understand human dignity and survival strength. Lupita's first role opened a new chapter for Black cinema and for voices once ignored. And as Patsy's tears close, we understand some debuts are not just moments, they are historic turning points. The stories and performances of these actresses are not only a testament to their talent, but also an inspiration to us all. They transformed each role into an icon, changing the way we view cinema and life. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share to join me in discovering more fascinating film stories. See you in the next video.